All right, test, test. Does that sound okay? I am good. I have been busy, if you can believe it. I had some extra, or I have some slots where I'm going to be streaming during the week, and this is one of them, so that I don't get overwhelmed with people putting all different kinds of meetings and stuff on my schedule. But that being said, I have to make meetings for you guys. So here we go. Just getting set up here, then we can dig into it. And as always, everybody, feel free to post any kind of questions about what's going on with all of our different products and services and games and all that good stuff. That's what I'm here for. I'll be playing some League of Legends while we wait, some Earth, my fave. But there's no shortage of things to talk about, that's for sure. Come on, give me a good reroll. Oh, I don't use any of these. Karma's good. I know, a long time no see. I want to be getting on the stream a couple times a week. And starting tomorrow, I'll be recording a video / podcast where I can talk more in depth about a lot of different topics, with respect to GameFi, with respect to NFTs, play to earn, everything under the sun. There'll be lots of different topics. Really excited about it. It's been a long time coming, but definitely trying to keep some time for all of those initiatives too, because there's a lot going on in this crazy world, and I want to help all of you guys stay on top of it. I want to help myself stay on top of it. So what better way to learn than to meet with really awesome, intelligent people, have them come on the show, and kind of go with that model. So a little bit nervous about it, but pretty excited about it too. It's something new for me. I know you guys can't see my screen right now. I think I got to fix this so that it's not full screen. Ooh, scammed in a private trade. Yeah, don't do private trades, people. Or message a moderator. They'll do peer-to-peer trades. Maybe sometimes. I think we did that in the past, but I think it's honestly too much for our moderators to handle. But yeah, not really anything we can do about that, unfortunately. Cool. Thanks for hopping in that, Yami. All right, give me a second to fix my window mode here. There we go. Oh, shoot. My team is going to kill me. I know, I'm fixing it. There we go. Yeah, the thing with the private trades is you can obviously market your items, but I mean, you shouldn't be sending money to people. Just send it to the smart contract. And that goes for not only our platform, but any platform. If it's not if it's not utilizing a smart contract, then your funds are not safe. I do not know what I'm doing with karma. Oh, I don't even have an item. That's not smart. I feel like there was a pretty good build I did a while. Oh yeah, this one. This item is like so overpowered, I feel like. Updates for CB. So we have quests in testnet. That's a feature that we're really excited about because it will allow us to give you guys a lot more to do within the game. We have a rework of PvP going into testnet this week, which is going to allow players to have a lot kind of more incentive to take on opponents that are maybe a higher likelihood of beating them, but getting additional reputation. So the benefit there is that you can rank very high on the leaderboard, even if your win-loss ratio is poor. And what I mean by that is, for example, let's say you want to fight against somebody who has a 5-star shield and you only have a 3-star shield, and you end up beating them. You're going to get a ton of points on the leaderboards because you're, I forget the exact term that we have for it, but I believe it was reputation, but is going to increase proportional to the mismatch in power between the players. And additionally, there's now actually a chance that you will win. So even if you lose on wagers, you can win on the leaderboard. So it creates an interesting mechanic there because you can end up actually doing quite well just by farming the leaderboard, essentially. Ooh. This person is owning me. They actually know how to play their champion. Well, I guess I'm doing a little bit okay now, too. Getting some of these hits in. But no, we have not lost any of our momentum with CB. I mean, in fact, the fact that we were able to finally get PvP out and in people's hands was a monumental task. You've probably seen a lot of other games that have peer-to-peer layer 1 functionality, or at least attempted it. And it's really the platform that we have is the only one in the world like it. So that feature we expect to take in a lot of interesting directions, and I also expect it to be one of the primary features of CryptoBlades. But yeah, there's a lot going on with the rework of the entire UI of the game, which is going to support all of these new features like quests and PvP. You already saw kind of the quality improvement with PvP. So yeah, there's a ton going on. Even if you just check the GitHub, like you don't have to just say wait or soon or announcement. There's really a lot that we're working on actively that you can check on the GitHub that we put out there pretty frequently. As far as other features, we have I guess what you'd call like partnered weapons or special weapons. So what those look like are, for example, when we partner with a project, they can incentivize their community to come over to CryptoBlades by offering all different kinds of special NFTs. Like, for example, we even made one for OEC, and you can craft these using a brand new shard system, which you guys might have already, if you follow Kyle or Saria's stream, you might have already seen a lot about this. But this is a system that's in progress, so if no one has talked about it, then you can call it a leak. But just know that it's something that's very much in progress, and if it's not on testnet, it will be soon. So, it'll be public anyways very soon, which is one of the fun things about blockchain development is, you can see everything that we're actually doing. But that's a really cool feature because it'll give you guys added utility for getting interesting NFTs. You can actually craft weapons that are like between 3 and 5 stars, which is neat. So it's one of the only ways that you can get a sort of improved experience with crafting weapons. You can get better weapons instead of just having to go for, for example, oh wow. Get out of here. Okay, well, that was dumb. Yeah, we haven't had this case before where you can craft like a 3 to 5 star weapon. So that's also very exciting. Posh Dan is working on a really awesome system, which I'm not even going to get into the details with it, but I will tell you that it has to do with the lands in CryptoBlades Kingdoms and the characters in CryptoBlades, as well as the kind of quest system. So it's still in the works, and we'll be putting out a much bigger kind of explanation document of it when it's a little bit more set in stone. But that's his baby, so I'm not going to say too much about it until it's a little bit more fleshed out. But yeah, I mean, all of these things, besides the last one that I just shared, are things that you can still be tracking with the GitHub. And if that means that we need to do a better job of keeping you guys informed with what's going on the GitHub, I'm definitely open to ideas, because I want you guys to see that we value CryptoBlades, and I want you guys to see all the work that our team is working tirelessly to put out there for you guys. If people are thinking that we're not that we're overlooking CryptoBlades, I take that feedback, and maybe that's a sign that we just need to. I mean, we put out a lot of announcements. So that's kind of where I struggle with this is I don't want to just announce all these different things that are like in the works when people probably want to actually see more. Oh wow, what's this guy doing? How did he survive that? And why is he coming after me still? And how can I not kill him? What is this game? And yeah, let me see if there's anything else. Like, clearly there's a little bit of disconnect about what is all going on. But those are some of the big ones and ones that we're really excited about. Did we surrender already? Oh, I guess we did. All right, that's fine. What's coming down the pipeline? Raids V2, that's still being worked out so that we can have a lot more, not only fun things to do with raids, but additionally giving some value and usages to the loot boxes and things like that. So that's actively being worked on as well. What else can I share with you guys? Aurora EVM, that's coming very soon. We're actually just working on some of the bridging and kind of the boring stuff right now, like which decks we're going to set up farms on. And but I expect that to be a really big deal because this is the first real big GameFi project on Aurora, and it's one of the fastest growing layer 2s out there. And they're excited to have us on. There's some other kind of special announcements that we're going to put out regarding Aurora, but that's, again, something that's specific to CryptoBlades. We're working on CryptoBlades, like we have, an entire team that's dedicated only to CryptoBlades. So that's kind of how we can manage to be, creating all of these different features and things and services and things like that. Oh yes, Vlad. I think I'm gonna go resolve on him. All right, 1 second. Let me get my screen going here. Multitasking, then I'll also get to some questions. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh boy, what have I gotten myself into now? Oh, that's all right. Okay, getting back to these questions now that I'm dead. See, I really just die a lot so I can talk to you guys a lot and answer questions. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. With the constant decline in skill price and overall crypto market, will the mint and forge price remain the same, or will it eventually be increased since skill price is dropping? Yeah, so we've talked as a team about a couple different options for... oh, I didn't even have an item there. For having the minting prices scale in a more meaningful way, and in a better way for the NFT economy too. So there's a couple things that we're currently considering, and additionally, those will go out in once we're finished with some technical difficulties around this. We're setting up a snapshot for similar to what like ApeSwap does. Oh shoot, this dude is not getting off me. What ApeSwap does, and many other protocols do. Snapshot is just a voting mechanism for people who hold certain tokens or hold certain NFTs. And it allows for really the creation of like decentralized autonomous organizations or DAO groups. And additionally, we are actively pursuing giving more utility and governance for skill holders and CB NFT holders. So, or in other words, a CryptoBlades DAO. So you're going to start seeing more information come out on that. With that, there's going to be votes on things like, how to move forward with setting NFT prices, or how to move forward with various other initiatives that have to do with our economy or with game balance and things like that. Because ideally, what we want is that any major decision that kind of affects the existing player base, that you guys won't just be subject to the end results, but actually be able to have some input. And we, with people who have a large involvement either from a game standpoint or a token standpoint, that hopefully it's an improved system where more of those various parties can have their needs met within our community. And so there's a lot to it, and it's going to be maybe a little bit slow at first, with some of the first votes being maybe not like hugely impactful, but you guys will kind of get an inside look at how we look to solve certain problems, like NFT supply inflation, or earnings. Like not necessarily issues, but all different kinds of considerations around earnings. So there's a lot that's going to be going on with that. Additionally, for people who are skill holders and or CB NFT holders, there will be some Launchpad functionality. We've made a lot of really great relationships with a number of projects, VCs, DAO groups, etc., who typically run the Launchpad kind of ecosystem. And because we have those connections, we can kind of have our own take at being a launchpad for some of the more underserved smart chains that we're a part of. Because we are currently on 5, soon to be 6 different smart chains, there are kind of gaps there where we can be filling that launchpad need of curating projects on those chains and offering them to our players on those chains. So there's going to be even more incentive to move over to a platform like Avalanche, or a platform like Polygon or Aurora, etc. So all of this is kind of in a way to continue, gamifying the whole DeFi ecosystem. And, what better community to do it than us, because we've been in this now for almost a year. And, we have a lot of ideas of how things can be improved, or what some of the pain points are, especially for projects that want to get launched. I know a number of you, either purchased our tokens from a launchpad, or, there's a lot of benefit there. And additionally, I think gamifying the whole launchpad experience would be great for everybody. And I think it could do a lot to kind of onboard people into the launchpad system who maybe have never been involved with it before. So, for example, a lot of our players that haven't ever done any kind of launchpad type thing. I think there's a lot of benefit there. So I don't know, that's also very exciting, and maybe some more details than you've heard about this. More details than you've heard about it before, because I have mentioned this in the lounge. But so those are some of the things that you have to look forward to as far as kind of the skill token utility, our platform utility in general, the skill price. Another thing about skill price too, so as many of you know, we launched the CryptoBlades or the Bazaar Market, and with that, there's an opportunity for us to add some additional utility for the skill token, because really all the tokens that people want to list for. So for example, let's say Crypto Meta wants to launch an NFT collection on Bazaar. We are our goal is that any kind of fee that we collect would be in skill tokens, driving utility and driving buying pressure for the skill token. And there's no reason that can't be entirely done within an integrated DEX. And it doesn't even have to be our DEX. It can be a DEX that is behind the scenes. Like, for example, could be ApeSwap, could be PancakeSwap, could be one of the number of DEXs that are on all of our various smart chain partners. So there's a lot of different opportunities there to be adding additional utility. So imagine if the 10%, let's say if that's what our fee remains, if 10% of all of the NFT volume in sales of Bazaar Market was in skill token, and if we're doing, let's say, $10 million a day in NFT sale transactions, which I think we can do way more than that. That's, now we're looking at $1 million in buying pressure only for the skill token per day, without even any centralized exchange interaction. All because there's an integrated DEX in there that no matter what they're buying an NFT with, it could be with BNB, behind the scenes, 10% goes into buying skill token, and that goes into a treasury, which we can use for rewards pools. It can be used for ecosystem development. It can be used for staking incentives, all different kinds of things. So, if it seems like we're not focusing on the skill token, then I implore you to look at the benefits of having platforms like we have, and the fact that Bazaar Marketplace isn't launched with a new token. It's launched with our existing token. And that's very much the main benefit of Bazaar Market. Come on, let me get him, please. No! Is that it utilizes the skill token. So there's a lot that's going on behind the scenes. We're a very healthy play-to-earn project. You guys might have seen we, at least as of yesterday, we were actually top 8 out of all blockchain games in the world. And we've been climbing back up since last October. Having as active of a user base as we have, and a growing user base like we have, we are primed to really take over the entire GameFi sector, not only from our play-to-earn game CryptoBlades, but also from a services standpoint, because there's currently a vacuum for really solid Web 3.0 and blockchain services for GameFi. And Bazaar Marketplace, I mentioned that I don't see $10 million in volume per day being a drastic expectation, because there currently isn't a NFT marketplace that is doing what we are aiming to do with the Bazaar Marketplace. So, and what that is in particular is creating really a marketplace as a service for projects to list all of their own GameFi NFTs. And the reason why that is not currently being done is because there's a major challenge there from an API standpoint, from a templating and generalization standpoint, which we have solved or are in the process of solving in some cases. But some of the main things that we're currently doing to bridge that gap is, like I said, creating templates that any project can fill out. We will be whitelisting and curating those projects, so we don't have to worry about, for example, a project that's going to, rug pull, etc. Obviously, we don't specifically endorse every project that's on Bazaar, but they do go through a security scorecard. We will be meeting with the project owners so that we can, really truly curate all of these projects that we're putting on the platform, and that when if we want to do an INO, for example, or an initial NFT offering on this platform, that our users have, we can display everything that we've displayed, whether it's the security scorecard or the white paper or the tokenomics or the token audits, etc., for the backing games, that you guys can see all of that. And eventually we can even have that be part of the DAO system, where the token holders can vote to have the projects whitelisted on the Bazaar Market. So there's some really awesome functionality in here that is great for our tokenomics, great for our user acquisition, great for creating value for our existing players. And that's really what our goal is. Through all of this, we're through creating all of this, we still are one of the best earning games in the play to earn space right now. So it's I don't know of many games at all that are even paying better than us on a dollar for dollar basis. Investing, for example, in playing in the most optimum way. So, for example, for us, that would mean buying a character on OEC and performing fights, because that's the lowest gas chain. Even at level 1, people keep surrendering. I know I was playing bad, but oh no, we didn't even surrender. We just straight up lost. It's crazy. So we're doing well as an ecosystem in an extremely challenging market right now, where everything is down. There's no doubt about the challenges that exist right now. But the fact that we went from having 0 rewards 4 months ago to now the highest, or at least close to it, as far as payouts in the span of months in a sustainable way. Like, we don't have any issue as far as continuing to pay out players month after month. We even increased our payouts this month. Is really a testament to the team, I would say, and the ingenuity and all the different services and features and everything that we've done to sort of hedge ourselves against just being a single play to earn game, right? Because that's not all that. I don't want to say that it's not that profitable. It can be, but putting all of your eggs in one basket isn't a very smart thing to do, especially in a space where any solid technical team can, be providing value for the entire ecosystem as a whole if they wanted to. But, most projects are just choosing not to. And so it's really just free for all. So we're the ones who then, are now providing the NFT bridging to other projects. And we're the ones that are providing this marketplace as a service to other projects. And we're the ones providing this knighthood program to other projects and getting their names out there. I could go on and on. We're doing a lot of different things, but all of that is to benefit the existing token holders, existing players, create a sustainable economy. And we can do so even at these, extremely oversold prices. Eventually the market will catch up to what we're doing, and skill will be in short supply. There's only 1 million supply of them, so I don't really have any worry about the token price as it stands, because once the market catches on to what we're doing, and not if, but when we become an integral part of the GameFi ecosystem as a whole, like I said, from a bridging standpoint, from a marketplace standpoint, from a game standpoint, and you name it. Those aren't the only things we're working on. Additionally, from a DAO standpoint, from a launchpad standpoint, possibly from a wallet standpoint, there's a lot of opportunity here to be positioning ourselves with our active user base as the best in multiple different industries within blockchain. So I've kind of been talking a lot, I know, but I haven't had a chance to catch up with all of you for some time, and I will go through as many of these questions and comments as I can. So let me kind of take a break here from playing so I can go through and read some of them. Not that I'm playing well anyways, right? All right. Where is my, there we go. Wow, that's crazy that they just blasted right through our base, by the way. Was not expecting that. All right, I'm going to start going through. All right, CB1 top 10 in Master Builder, but the problem is next type is number 1 by score in GameFi. Do we still have a chance to win top 6? Your thoughts? Thanks much. I would like to think so. I mean, this project next type, nothing against them, but who's even using that? You know, like if they're basing it on any metric that's even useful to blockchain, like adoption, user adoption, I can't really foresee any project coming out ahead. It's not our choice, and it's also not a given. So the best thing we can do is make it obvious that we are the number 1 GameFi project on Hiko, right? We have like over 10,000 daily active users. We're one of the primary uses of Hiko chain in general. Like even MDEX isn't utilized as much on Hiko as CryptoBlades. So I expect there to be a community outrage if we aren't selected. I wouldn't expect our community to do anything or say anything nasty, but if I were you, I would be outraged if we didn't win. And, I would, there's 10,000 of you that we can, make your voices heard, right? Like next type probably doesn't really have very many. And I don't know much about the project, and that's why it has nothing to do with the project, right? This is based on some kind of voting, and I don't know if there's like stakeholders in Nexttype who are part of this DAO, right? That's very much a part of the crypto ecosystem, is now this whole idea of buying votes and things like that. But, obviously we aren't doing any of that. And maybe that's even possible we could. I don't know. It's not really worth it to me though, because as many of you know, I'm an athlete and a competitor. I was a collegiate national champion and national record holder in college for springboard diving. I was on the U.S. national team for gymnastics for a number of years. Like I'm a very competitive person, and that being said, I'm would never cheat, because that goes against like everything that I value about competition. So it would kind of feel like cheating, even though maybe it's like part of the rules, so to speak, in crypto. But it would definitely feel like there was some outside influence if we don't win the GameFi sector of Master Builder. So, if there is any kind of input that you guys have, and maybe that means, showing your support for us, that's what I would say. I would never say anything bad about Hiko, who has been very supportive of us, by the way, or Nexttype or any other project that's in this. But raising your voice and making your support known to the Hiko DAO and whoever else is in charge of voting, do that. Make your voices heard. That's what I would say to that. Also, thank you everybody for all of these really great encouragements about Scale Token and about CB. We're very very appreciative, and we love our community. We are here for you guys. We are nothing without you guys. So, Win Scholarship Program. So scholarships is something that's not necessarily a part of CB, but we do have the ability to to allow NFTs to be rented out and utilized. So, for example, if you have tons of NFTs and you don't really want to be using them every day, but somebody else might be able to come in and use them for free, there's definitely some options there, both from a third-party standpoint and from directly within CryptoBlades that I've talked with our developers about. So it's not our highest priority because it just falls a little bit lower than things like getting PvP completely ironed out, getting quests out there, getting all these partner NFTs utilized. But it's definitely on the priority list. So once we have kind of a roadmap for that and an idea, I'll definitely share it with you guys. If CB doesn't win, something went absolutely wrong. I agree about Master Builder. You talked a lot about OEC listing. Is there any chance for that until the end of March? I definitely think so. I think you guys might have seen recently they just announced this OEC Metaverse Carnival, of which we are one of the primary sponsors, and we're very excited to be partnering with them on that. And we have tons of NFT drops that we'll be doing. We're expecting to see a huge influx of players on OEC as a result of this, because they're basically trying to introduce the millions of users of OKX Exchange to Web 3.0 and GameFi. And so with that, it would definitely behoove them, I think, to capitalize on any massive amount of user growth and hopefully price action in the skill token to I think that making it more accessible, making skill token more accessible to OKX Exchange within OKX Exchange would be the most beneficial thing they could do for OEC, because we are the number one game and even app on OEC, and making it easier for their users to obtain skill and get onboarded, I think would be, we've talked with them about that quite a lot, and there's definitely agreement there. And it's more just a matter of timing, I think, than it is because their bread and butter is volume, right? So we're putting out different products to be driving volume. Bazaar Market, as I mentioned, is going to be driving volume, especially once we start listing all these different partner NFTs. The game itself is continuing to improve, and we're coming from a place that we're being very, very risk averse when it comes to the rewards. And if OEC, for example, wanted to sponsor a rewards upgrade for OEC chain, we could very much do that. And that would see, quite a bit of an uptick in the in the price action for skill. And additionally, what we mentioned about increasing and altering the prices for minting NFTs, for minting characters, we want to make that a little bit more in line with the current supply and demand. So, with the skill price where it is, it's currently way too cheap for people to be minting characters. So having that be on a sort of automated kind of ratio, in a sense of, hey, how many characters do we want to be minted in a given day? And if more than that are minted, the price goes up. If less than that are minted, the price goes down, actually. So that's kind of the idea there. And I think that when we can get that system implemented, it's really just in the pipeline of development right now. But once we can have a system like that implemented and approved by the community and all of that good stuff, I think you will start to see some additional price action on the skill token as well. So right now, we're just making sure that our bread and butter is working flawlessly, and that there aren't as many hurdles to entry, that existing players can continue to click and earn, that we're continuing to put out features that are meaningful to players and are competitive with the rest of the the play to earn sector. And so far, those things are working, right? We went from not even being in the top 50 of games to now we're back, finally we were top 20, and then we were top 10. Now we're top 8. And even when we get to top 1, we're still going to be building. We're still going to be improving everything. So that's what you can expect out of CryptoBlades, is that we are sustainable, that we are profitable and fun. We want to continue to give players different options. So, all of those things are definitely coming into play here. And, we're juggling a lot. We have a big team and we have, a very large vision for CryptoBlades. But, when it comes to things like exchange listings and what it takes to get those, that's very much driven based on the health of our project. And so that's like our primary concern, is making sure that we're not giving away too much too fast, that we're keeping our players engaged. And, so far we've been able to, even in a bear market, be able to increase our amount of users, which most projects cannot say. So, and in fact, pretty soon we're actually going to flip Axie on daily active users. So, that says a lot. And obviously, like, we couldn't do any of that without you guys. So we very much, value all of the questions and input and suggestions. And stick with us. I mean, there's big things to come. Like, this is very similar to where we were at last June when we had just launched the game and we had all of this, negative price action. And I just kind of kept telling people, like, we're reaching a critical mass, like let's get our first 5,000 holders before we start panicking about things. We weren't even listed on CoinGecko. We weren't even listed on Coinmarketcap. There wasn't much interest in play to earn at the time. And, yet, I kind of had this vision of what play to earn could look like. And unfortunately, we didn't have very much time to adjust when people kind of got the message. But now being where we're at and having as developed of a project as we have really everything in our court to structure and prepare ourselves for that takeoff. Even look at, the AXS token, like that was sitting at like 80 cents last year, before it took off to, $100 and something. Like, there's absolutely no reason to panic right now. We're in a good place as a product, and the token is not the product. The token price is not the product. The token price is important, and we do a lot from a tokenomic standpoint to keep that as healthy as we can. But at the end of the day, it's based on like market sentiment, and it's based on this kind of belief system in crypto as a whole, right? Like, we drop when Bitcoin drops. But additionally, there's a big piece of the pie out there that's ours for the taking. When we flip Axie, we're not looking back. Like, they're not going to catch up. And that's not saying anything bad about Axie. It's just what I know about my company and my community. And I know that the things that we're working on, like, for example, bringing you guys in on the ground floor of economics decisions, right? Like, how many of you guys are part of the Axie community who have been now kind of railroaded with them, removing SLP entirely from like their adventure mode? Like, that's the kind of thing that we want to avoid. And, we are doing our best to be as transparent as possible and make as many good decisions every single day as possible. Our model is a good one, and it's based on actual revenue generation, and it's based on creating like fun and new DeFi experiences that can be done entirely layer one, which is huge for our scalability, and it's based on creating a GameFi ecosystem. So if that's one thing you take out of everything I've said, it's that we're not building a single play to earn game. We are building a play-to-earn ecosystem. CryptoBlades resides in that ecosystem, but every single GameFi project out there one day will sit on CryptoBlades technology, and it will be based on the CryptoBlades scale token. And there is no possible way that the token doesn't have some price movement when that happens. There's just no possible way. By creating that utility and creating these services that are a must-have for any GameFi project, that's NFT Marketplace technology, that's NFT bridging technology, that's even the merchandise technology that we've built, right? There's so much that we've built that we are intending on being the backbone of GameFi, and we will be with. That's what I stay busy with when I'm not here, right? That's what I'm busy doing, is making those connections to drive users and into our game, to continue to engage them while we build all of these services that we can then be pitching to GameFi projects as a must-have, as not even an option. Like, who wouldn't want to have their NFTs be available on 6 different smart chains? No other project can provide that but us. Who wouldn't want their NFT to have for one, visibility to over 1.2 million users worldwide, which is what we have currently, as well as the custom functionality that they need for users to be able to filter and to be able to view and purchase all different kinds of GameFi NFTs that have all different kinds of utilities, right? Not just images. A lot of the NFT marketplaces out there, when you're window shopping, are just showing you images, and they're not giving you that ability to customize on a project basis exactly what your NFTs should look like and exactly how your NFTs should be filtered when you're searching for them. Additionally, as I mentioned, all of the fees are going to be used to buy back skill, all of them. 100% of the fees are going to be buying back skill on Bazaar Market. There just simply is not any possible way that we fail to increase this pressure on the skill token, because we are creating the GameFi ecosystem. So I'll take a pause there, let you guys digest that, ask questions. I'm going to do one more game here before I get back to working my ass off for you guys. Let's see here. Oop, did I miss my game? Sorry, multitasking. Ever a chance of a KuCoin listing? Yeah, so yeah, we are in contact with KuCoin. It all comes down to market. It all comes down to volume. That's the one thing they look at. They act like they care about projects and this and that, but they really don't. They just care about volume. And so when our volume is there, they'll list us just like everybody else. Will CB participate in the Binance blockchain event in Dubai? We are sending members of our team to Dubai for MetaCon. Additionally, I think we have people available at the end of the month for the blockchain event happening then. I don't recall the dates for Binance blockchain event. What's going to happen when you win the Hiko Master Builder, especially that juicy $2 million investment? Well, like I said, I was just as surprised as everybody else that I guess we didn't get as many votes as another project in the GameFi voting. But I guess when and if, no, I'm not going to do. I don't play Vel'Koz. When and if we win, those funds will be used to continue to build out the ecosystem. There's going to be obviously skill buybacks because I love skill buybacks, especially if it's at this price. Yeah, I mean, and I don't even know necessarily. I mean, I guess maybe that 2 million would be split between the 6 winners. I'm not sure. So it may not be like as big of a thing as we originally thought. I would be more interested in just connecting with the sponsors of the event. To be honest, because yeah, there's some pretty big names on there that obviously we're already associated with Animoca brands, but there's a number of them that we're not associated with yet that I would love to meet. So, if they actually are providing advisement on a project level, like I would definitely be game for that. I think that would be awesome to have those projects kind of in our court. Oh, get out of here, Morg. I should just cast my little turrets right in front of all of her. Oh, I missed it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I was watching Scion run in there like crazy. Leona, just stand behind my turrets. It's not that hard. Why are you coming at me? Oh, I'm gonna die. And my game froze. Oh, about Bolster. Yeah, that's a really exciting project. So, I don't want to speak too much for Aaron. He has some significant experience in, well, really just in sports in general. But there's also this community where people can pretty much, receive either advisement or picks for like sports betting and things like that. He's really into sports betting, and that's an area that he can not only be CEO of Bolster, but additionally he can be a content creator on the platform, which I think is really cool. And I'm very much helping him and encouraging him to kind of make a name for himself. He's he's not a private person, but he's a very humble person. So he's not the quickest to say, oh yeah, like this thing I'm doing is could be really valuable to other people. He knows that, but the idea behind that too is he can be one of our primary creators on the Bolster platform. And on top of that, content creators, especially in the gaming space, what better connection that we could have with content creators, in play to earn. And this person is just, there you go, good job. Then kind of having some people on our own content creator platform, especially if they're in the play to earn space. So there's definitely a lot of overlaps there. I see enabling content creators as an essential part of the GameFi ecosystem. As I mentioned, we very much are trying to improve and kind of make our mark on the GameFi ecosystem as a whole. And so that's kind of where that comes from. The token should launch, or I should say the token could launch in March. it really depends on market conditions. Also depends on fundraising and stuff like that. But you guys will see, some more details. But yeah, we're very much going to be supportive of that project and of Aaron. He's still going to be with us as CMO on CryptoBlades, but we're very excited to have him be, heading up this project and also like growing in this area too, because he has a lot of talents. I hope that he becomes one of the most successful creators on the Bolster platform as well. That would be really cool. But yeah, Bolster is a really, really awesome project and one that we're very excited about because it can even benefit CryptoBlades in general. Of being able to create a space for all of these new play-to-earn content creators to live and to monetize their brands. That's a major part of it. So it's there's a lot there. There's a lot there, and I'm excited to be advising on it. Leona is just going nuts. What am I supposed to be doing? This must be like what it's like playing with me. Just jumping in and freaking... Dang it. I almost killed that person. Oh boy. All right, let's get down to some more questions. Oh shoot, do I have a black screen? I'm sorry, everybody. See, what I don't look at, I catch up on the chat after the fact. All you're seeing is me dying as Heimerdinger. All you're not seeing is me dying as Heimerdinger. Sorry, everybody. It wouldn't be a Kroge stream if I didn't have a black screen for almost an entire game. See, I'm not here and he doesn't realize the screen's black. Yep, see? It's all your fault. Pew, pew, pew. Don't. Gosh. Dad, grab it. And Leona sucks, too. I need some boots. And cats. Alright, maybe I can kill this person. Where'd they go? Maybe I should just jungle and just say screw the lane at this point, because this whole laning thing is not working out very well for me. Oh boy, see what I tell you. You can probably do your combats first before you move again. Yeah, exactly. Seriously. Jeez Louise. Get out of here, Morgana. I just want to go in the jungle. I don't want to be with this lane anymore. Look, I'm a Heimer and I barely even got their tower. It's tower killing time though. Boom. I also don't really play this champion, to be fair. Like, I played him once, and I must have had a really good game and thought that I was good with him. I wonder if I can kill someone over the... Oh, yeah, there we go. You're mine. Can I cast my little turrets over here? Where am I? Oh, I'm over there. Coming in hot. Palo is right. Oh, yeah, that's good. Come on. Turrets, get him. Mega turret. My eyes burn from these tears. You know what I need? This thing. Survivor crown. Kroge, get a good PC. I know. I love that that's a first time chat from a viewer. First time chat from viewer. Kroge, get good PC. Never once wanted to say anything to me. Just now, coming out of the woodwork, get good PC. I love it. Get good. Thank you. I need the encouragement. Can I please kill this person? Can they please not kill me? Yes! No! There's probably some professional League of Legends player like, oh, let me hop on and see like what, you know, wow, this person's got like 100 viewers. They must be pretty good. Challenger or something. No. Iron 4. Iron 4 and never surrenders. I really don't remember the last time I voted to surrender. I don't get the point. I have like one more game left in me. Like maybe I'll have like the game of my life for the next 5 minutes. You know, it's not like this is ranked where, you know, the team is actually like playing together and it actually matters. Hey, look at this. My team is like, yeah, 30 and 17, whatever. Pretty much only Heimer sucks, so we don't need to surrender. Morg is fed as frick, but we don't need to worry about it. We did get that dragon, and we're going to get this dragon. Oh, get out of here. Oh, good flash. That was an Iron 4 flash. I thought, yeah, I was not looking at that right. What do you guys think of my mustache? I got a new mustache. For Mustache March. Do you guys have Mustache March in your countries? It's just that it's red. It exists. It really does. I have red facial hair for some reason. Wow, this tower hasn't even been touched in 14 minutes. Oh, frick off, whatever your name is. I'll just plant some friggin' towers and hopefully they can hurt her. Yes! 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 That did good. Scion, get her. Do something. You're only good when you're dead. All right, she's got some serious shield and yeah, I'll get this. It's a good look for yielding blades. All right, let's do this. I'll drop some of these bad boys in there. Or maybe not. Can I? They should let me drop towers in here. Drop tow. Oh yeah, you're dead. Never mind. You're alive. One in 10? I've had worse games. I've also come back from worse games. There, Oblivion Orb. I say poo-poo to your shields. Or heals, I guess. Yeah, I should be at 600 CS right now. Here's my goal. I'm gonna try and get 40 CS in the next 4 minutes and see if that makes a difference. Those will keep fighting, right? Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, see, I'm gonna ignore all that noise over there. Let my team handle it. If they're gonna cry and whine about stuff, I'm gonna get these objective bounties. All right, can I lay something in there? Why can't I plant these over walls? That is BS. Shoot that over a wall. All right, I gotta be prepared to go back so we don't. Yeah, heck yeah, Zyra. She's freaking killing their base and they're not doing jack diddly. Bull will be in the treasury once it launches after its IDO. I'm glad you guys are excited about that. I think there's huge potential in that platform. Scion's being a true man up there. We're collecting objective bounties like it's our job. I'm trying to get my 40 CS in 40 minutes and it's working. I'm trying to also get out of here. Okay, that's not happening. That's fine. Objective bounties, 3,300 gold. Morella Momacan. What's good on this guy? I mean, I've been dying a lot. Should I just get this? Will CB DAO have multi-chain voting? Yeah. My vision is that, this is down the line, but my vision is that every chain will be self-governing. So, you know, if Hiko chain wants to have some, you know, really high earnings and there's a certain amount of skill tokens which are, you know, which we say the DAO can decide to put into staking, or earning or whatever, that they could do that, you know? And, you know, I expect there to be kind of competitions between the chains too. So I think there's a lot of fun that can happen out of having, you know, kind of multiple communities. You know, there's definitely players who are like, no, I'm staying on BSC, or I'm staying on OEC, or I'm staying on Hiko, which is really cool. Like, I've always expected and hoped for that, and it's great to see that it's actually like what's happened. So yeah, definitely there would be multi-chain. Yeah, there you go. See, BSC. Me personally, I'm a no chain player. I play for all the chains. I'm like the designated QB, or for American football fans, a designated quarterback. What's that above my head? I don't even know what that is. Oh, maybe it's the thing that means I'm the Shattered Queen thing. Guys, I don't even know how to play this game after all these years. I'm sorry. I have really good games sometimes too. It's just not ever when I'm streaming. Get in there. Yes. Oh, what are they? Invincible somehow? What is that? See, I don't even know why they're invincible right now. Oh, but oh shoot! I shouldn't have just face planted there. Yeah, we just lost the game. That sucks. BSC is for big boys. No. Never give up, never surrender. Did you mention the OEC giveaway? Was that delayed? It was delayed, but they have announced so it's part of the OEC Metaverse Carnival. So we tweeted about that. You can read more about it. It's a huge event that we're participating in. There is a first part of the giveaway which I think has started. So you guys can check that out. What's up, K-Zone? Is that inspired by the wonderful food calzone? Garrison. So the Garrison is kind of like a first step to consolidating, was obviously consolidating the NFTs for being able to manage them within a single account. There's definitely ideas there, and one of which is for this kind of flexible quest system we have, where you can stake a certain amount of characters, and those characters can be earning you like a quest line reward, where over time, if you can complete certain quest lines, then you get certain rewards. So that's kind of the village builder that that Kyle or Saria might have told you guys about, but is now being rolled into the quest system because we have gone with a much more flexible quest system. So there's definitely going to be uses there from a character staking standpoint. And it will be really dependent on the different quests that are being launched at any given time. Today starts the second part, if I'm not wrong. Right, yes, and we are participating in that, yes. Man, I've got to have a good game in my profile here to show you. Oh yeah, I had an awesome game with Vigar. Let me show you this. Better be in the match history. See, look at right before I started playing with y'all, I went 12-0-3, 152 CS in a 14-minute game. Just wrecked them. Lenny face. This was a good Cal victory. I was just playing with him here. Don't know what happened there. Ouch. These were probably streaming games. No, T20. No, they weren't. Oh, this one was sad. 18-10, but lost. So I've got some good ones, people. Sorry, everyone. Just multitasking here. All right. Did I get any blocks in 1,000 blocks yet? No, I haven't. I'll need to hop in there if I have time. Nice. Yeah, I know. I will need to hop in there. Am I the only one not worrying about skill value? So, it's something, right? And I don't want to say I'm not worrying about it. Like, we make decisions to improve the skill token price. So, but I wouldn't. If you're holding skill, there isn't anything to worry about because you have the skill in your pocket, right? If you're buying skill, it's yay, happy, fun day because you get it really cheap. I'm buying skill almost every day. If you need to sell some skill, hopefully you can sell some other stuff first. Like in the sense of, if someone kind of put themselves in a position to, need to pay rent because they bought too much skill token, like I would never advise anybody to do that. So, that's where it comes down to the point of like, what's the end kind of result of the skill token price going down. We're still able to pay our players. We're still able to pay better than almost, if not all, play to earn games at an extremely oversold price too. It's pretty interesting that once we get to, for example, Axie levels, it's interesting that they can't pay. I think maybe they just have too much of their token in distribution. That's fully circulating, and that's why it can't be utilized. But we're in a really unique position where our model allows us to utilize the same token that people are investing in for our GameFi ecosystem as we use to pay players. So, when we blow up and we now have, a large reserve of skill tokens, that'll pay players really basically forever, which is pretty neat. Yo, what's up, Red? All right, I'm going to be hopping off in a minute here. You don't have to participate in a giveaway here on stream. I would definitely participate in the OEC Metaverse Carnival giveaways. So there's more than enough to go around. All of your chances are way better of getting something there anyways. So go check that out. That, like, first and foremost, if you're not participating in that already, go check it out. That's where you should go for giveaways right now. Let's see, and I'll answer one more question here. With 1 month left of Q1, what kind of Q2 do you expect? So on a macro level, I don't expect Q2 to have too much of a change in the overall crypto market. There aren't really any major catalysts happening. I think there's still just a lot of fear around regulations and things like that. We're in a place where people are kind of just sticking to stable tokens and things like that. Exchanges, are going through all kinds of different regulatory upheavals. I don't expect that to change in Q2. From a play to earn standpoint, I think you're going to see communities that are flocking towards sustainability, like we have, which is why I'm positioning ourselves the way I am. Over the get in early mentality, because now people who even are good at getting in early are still getting burned. So there's going to be a lot of projects that are trying to launch and failing to launch, and a lot of players that are looking for homes that are stable, and they're going to see us. So I expect us to continue to have user growth, even if the token prices are kind of remaining somewhat stagnant. I also would definitely hope for at least one tier 1 exchange listing, if not up to 4, actually, because that's how many we're speaking with. So best case scenario, we have 4 in Q2. But a lot of that, like I said, really just depends on token volume. And so we're trying to generate that token volume through Bazaar Marketplace, through the expansion of our Knighthood program, through the expansion of our DAO and Launchpad. And I think all of these, can have a real solid organic effect on the token price. So that's the goal. It's basically once we can generate that volume, then we'll be on the short list for these listings. We're basically, all the forms are already filled out. We're already in contact with all of these exchanges. It's just a matter of them, wanting to capitalize on that high volume. So, all right, everybody. Where do we go for that? Where are the raffles at? Head to the lounge. I don't have the link on me. There we go. On the CB Discord announcement. Exactly. So I got to hop off, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me today and watching me lose so horrible in League of Legends, and really great questions. I was really glad to be able to kind of bring you guys in on the ground floor of some of the really cool things that we're working on. So love you all, and I will talk to you guys next time.